Welcome back to Full On Football with our guests tonight from both of the clubs that sponsor us at the moment, and that is Charlie Bowman from Adelaide Hills Hawks and Nick Dawes from South Adelaide Panthers. Guys, Top Corner Sports Cup got a new name, sponsored by Top Corner this year, so which is great for the whole league. And round one, so early on, it's just like, you know, anything can happen. Cup games are just such strange animals, aren't they? It's just amazing what can happen.
It's, yeah, well, I don't like talking about Cup at the moment because we didn't win.
Well,
but,
neither of you would actually.
Yeah, I mean, you do get some upsets, and it's good seeing all these teams from, you know, I guess the Collegiate League and Amateur League coming in and playing, and you hope that they do well, but I'm not too sure how some of them went, but it's always a time for them to show us what they've got.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. Charlie, you got much to say about this? Or
well, we keep the cup as a bit of fun, really. Yeah. I mean, we don't go out to not try and win it, but you know, we have a certain amount of depth that we can go to, so we tend to focus on the league. But I love playing in the cup with teams you don't usually get to play against. We had Playford, we haven't played them for a while, so yeah, the cup's always a lot of fun. Well,
I have to say, a couple of years ago, I went out to. When Northern Demons played Metrostars. What an awesome match that was. I actually captured it on film. It was a great match because, you know, they never match up together. They would never play each other, and yet Northern Demons played out of their skins, and their keeper as well, another keeper that did really well. A very entertaining match. So, yeah, these cup games are very interesting. I'll get you guys to read out the results of the round one of the cup. Top Corner Sports Cup that was played on Monday, Easter Monday. So off you go, Charlie.
Okay, we had Sassy 1 beaten by Para Hills 2, West Adelaide 2, Seaford 3, Adelaide Hills 3, Playford 1, Modbury Jets 3, Raiders 1, Blue Eagles 1, Western Strikers 0, Croydon 3, Gawler 0, Panthers 1, Pirates 2, and Cumberland United 5, beating the Cove 2.
And as we said earlier, West Adelaide Seaford turned the tables there on West Adelaide and were able to knock them out of the cup. Your match there, we're going to have a look at that shortly, Nick, but I thought you were very, very unlucky in that the amount of chances that you guys had in that first half especially was, you're going to see it's all Panthers, just Panthers.
Frustrating game, very frustrating. And especially against Port Lion, they seem to be a bit of a bogey team for us, and it would have been nice to get a result over them, but it wasn't to be. And
I thought you guys were going to take it out, because, and again, referee comes into the mix of things, whereas, you know, decisions are being made and things are happening and you're not controlling the match totally, or you know, quite to the way that it should be or you'd like it to be, and just things can turn around so quickly in such a short space of time.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I feel like it was frustrating for me in a personal level, because I mean, I got a yellow and I'm not one to get too many bookings, but
we have got that on film.
yeah, great.
just for yourself.
I got pulled up.
No, but it's interesting to watch it, because as I said, I'm at home and I'm watching this footage over and over and over again. And you know, there's some decisions you look at where people will come up to me straight away and say, "Was that an offside? Was that?" Yeah, it was. You'd go looking back at it. Yeah, it was. But then there's other decisions. And please take this the right way to all the referees that are out there, because I've got lots of friends that are referees. You know, you look at them over and over again and you think, you know, they've got split seconds to make these decisions. I understand that, but, you know, everyone's got to be at that same level. And if it means, you know, that you know, the result can be overturned because of one decision, that is quite frustrating for the team that's on the wrong end of that decision.
Definitely.
So, okay, well, I'll get you to read out the next lot of results. Nick, if you can.
Okay, no worries. NAB 3, Port Pirie 1, Adelaide Galaxy 11-0 over Western Districts Toros, Metrostars 7-0 over Scotch College, White City 2, Adelaide Comets 0, Noarlunga 1, Enfield 3, Adelaide Olympic 1, Campbelltown 2, Adelaide Cobras 2 and Adelaide City 6, and Salisbury United 3-0 over Mercedes College.
Yeah, and a big win there for Adelaide Galaxy, 11-0 against Toros, and also for Metrostars up against Scotch College. Must have been good for these collegiate teams to be able to come out and see what they're up against, even though they're not going to be playing in that league, but for their players to be able to see, you know, what sort of standard it is, you know, up at the top.
From what I heard, actually, Scotch College were only 1-0 down at half-time to Metro, so they were pretty pleased with that. the floodgates open a little bit in the second half, but that is probably to be expected if you get injuries and things like that in the second half. But to play against some of the Metrostars players is definitely a highlight for a team like Scotch, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Nick, let's have a look at some of this footage from your match that we were out to have a look at. And as I said, very, very interesting match. And you're going to see a lot of Panthers highlights here coming up in the first half. Look, you got both Premier League sides, very, very tough football. You know, some of the tackles that are being put in by you guys, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that you come away walking from some of these. And of course, that was very, very early, basically in the first 6 minutes, that chance there. So, what do you do in that situation where you don't get that shot in?
I guess it's taking your chances when you can, and sometimes, and if you don't take them early, you end up, you know, coming away from the game with a loss, and you know. What are you doing? There's a bit of biffo happening here.
Bit of argy-bargy going on. And I like to concentrate on this. Sometimes I don't look at what's happening in the corner. I focus in on the box because there's some very, very interesting stuff that goes on. And I'm learning all the time while I'm taking this footage that sometimes being on the ball is not what it's all about. You get things behind play and can be very, very interesting. Look, coming up here, this is a chance for... Oh, this is
Maybe
very animated there.
That was a foul, I think. But
very, very animated there. You got away with that one. He had a little bit of a chat to you, didn't he?
That's right.
Yeah, did you understand him? A little Scotsman there. I'm sorry, I should get his name, but...
Gary.
Yeah, very, very interesting he was. And look, being up against you two guys, you know, you two teams is no easy feat. So... you know, again, another chance for you guys. So, look, it was tough. It was tough. And just looking at some of these passages of play, I mean, their keeper did very well as well.
He actually was quite a good keeper. He was very strong. I mean, it's a bit frustrating towards the end where he was taking forever.
A little bit of time wasting,
on the ball,
yeah. And that was your card.
That was my yellow.
That was your yellow.
That was my 10th talking to for the game.
No, it wasn't quite. You were actually quite good, but I thought that yellow actually settled you right down.
Well, I had to because I couldn't really go in for the ball anymore without being scared of being given a red.
Now, looking, I mean, we've got a tackle here. This referee, I have to say, had more cards than the Adelaide Casino because he was flashing them around like crazy, and I could not keep count. There must have been at least a dozen or 10 cards that were given out. Now with that punch away here, Pirates. Now I don't know whether it was due to the punch or whether it was a clash of heads, because I've watched that footage about 2-3 times and I cannot pick what it was. A keeper came out. Your keeper came out to punch it away, and that poor boy ended up. I don't know who that was.
I don't want to see that one again. That goal was a bit of a.
And that was a bit unfortunate because he did have his hands on it and
just slid under him.
Passionate fans. I had to take this. He'll probably kill me for taking it. Passionate fans.
Yeah. One
man alone makes the noise of 10.
Yeah, they're quite noisy, isn't it?
No, it was great. It was great. And you look, that ended up going over the line. That ball, and that was your goal. So again,
we were back
a lot of chances. You were back into it. And I thought you were very, very strong here because. You had the Pirates on the hop here for a little while.
I think in another instance just there where the tackle on the ball, where we probably should have been given a warning for it, and we should have been given the foul against us, but he didn't pull it up, and they got the yellow.